How is it boring? We're getting very good, decent SBCs every day. Can't expect them to release god tier meta cards every day. Lack of super meta icons is bad, but everything else is pretty good. Spot on, to be fair. Some of the time though, it's EA's own fault for making people so reliant on the menus because the gameplay is terrible. Well, but that's what I'm saying, Sheesh. I agree with what you said. Well, that comment is a comment that a lot of people post, and I agree. I think EA are putting out a lot of content. I've said this a million times. The content and the menus of FUT are fantastic. I have no complaints. None at all. But again, it's the fact that, first of all, gameplay in the servers and the connection is so dog shit, so it's not fun to spend. From a game, I feel like from a game, you should spend most of the time playing the game. Like, dude, imagine if people on Apex, all they did was like traded coins and shit like that and didn't actually play the gameplay because when they press shoot, their shot curved to the right. Or when they fucking decide to click for their ult, it took 2 seconds for their ult to pop, so they got instantly killed. Whereas they wouldn't have died if their button input actually worked. And like, you go into Apex thinking you're getting 10 ping in the server and you're getting 250 ping. So then everybody, all they did was fucking played on the menus. The game would die. Apex wouldn't be, no one would give a same thing with Fortnite. You went into Fortnite and you thought like a 5-bar green connection on FIFA, you thought 10 ping was really good, but really you were playing on fucking 250 ping. Or again, you went to build walls and stairs and the shit wouldn't build, or would take an extra 2 seconds, so you got sniped or shotgunned in the face. And then because it was so annoying, all you did was stay in the menus, trading skins or try to buy skins or looking at old replays and shit like that, or looking at old seasons of Fortnite like the FIFA community does and goes and plays old FIFAs instead of having to deal with the dog shit FIFA 19 gameplay. They go do FIFA 15 drafts and shit like that. Take all of the insanity that we do in FIFA and bring it into any other game and you would be blown away. You'd be like, there's no way. There's no way. That's an EA problem, right? So that's what I'm saying, is that's the biggest issue, is that us as a FIFA community, it's disappointing that we have to make the game fun. Whether you do golden goal so it makes gameplay, shitty gameplay, semi-bearable. Another Kimpembe? Damn. That's another 80 plus back at least. Or you play in the menus to make the game bearable, right? That's all that I'm saying, is that EA do a lot of good stuff better than most other companies. Their content is great. The things that they do in releases and weekly team of the weeks and these events that they do every couple of weeks, whether it's Future Stars, it's all great. But the one thing they fail in is making the game fun and making the community want to play the game. For God's sakes, even when it comes to weekly objectives, dude, if you don't play the golden goal system that I play, you are going to play against the sweatiest fuckers that apply all of the broken mechanics that they've learned in Division Rivals and in FUT Champs. Drop back, one depth, counterattack. The difference is that you guys are both using shitty MLS bronzes and silvers or shitty non-rare League 1 players, but all the same frustrations apply. They'll fucking dab and shush on you after scoring a bullshit deflected goal. You'll grind your nuts off for 90 minutes to concede to a fucking like Will N.E. striker, the Roma striker, long shot from 40 yards in the 90th minute after you've battered your opponent. You'll concede a bullshit goal in the 90th and then he'll run around shushing and dabbing. And even the things that they try to make fun, unfortunately, the FIFA community is a toxic mess. I'm partly to blame sometimes for that as well, I'll admit. But there's just so much fucked up that, again, even when they do stuff like this, the community itself eats itself. So I just think EA almost needs to come up with better systems to make the game fun. And I can't even claim that it's my idea, but I'm just going to say it's my idea because I've just said it a bunch of times and I haven't heard it said anywhere else. I honestly think the next stage is having a weekly objectives game mode. So I've said this a million times. I apologize for people that watch my content on YouTube and Twitch a lot. I'm repeating myself. But this section here, okay? This tab even right here, this tab here, you have FUT, or you have Division Rivals and then weekly objectives. You click into weekly objectives and EA can adjust it. This week in the weekly objectives game mode tab, instead of going into online singles, you go into weekly objective gameplay. So they can set the criteria. You don't have to find someone in online singles that has a fair team against you. You don't have to find someone in my community that decides to play golden goal. You don't have to get baited by someone that's got golden goal 2018 in their name that matches up against you. You score a goal in them and they still don't quit and they waste time and they bring on their icons. They make the game mode. Weekly objectives game mode. The criteria, just like back in the day in FIFA 18, the knockout tournaments. You couldn't go into the game unless you had non-rares or whatever. So they can set that criteria in weekly objectives. And then the same thing, I'm sure they can code in where first goal loses. You know, that's it. Now again, you're going to have guys that say, yeah, but then no one's going to play unless they're home. Whoever gets kickoff wins. Again, why are you fucking defending EA? Your thoughts on my idea not being good is because the broken mechanics in the game don't make it good. Put that on EA. It's up to them to fix the kickoff glitch. It's up to them to hide or randomize so you don't know if you're home or away. It's just a blocked screen when you go into the game and then either you're home or away. It's random. There's no cheats or ways to find out if you're home or away so you get the home kickoff or whatever. It's up to them to fix it. Am I missing something blatantly obvious? Would that not make weekly objectives and it would drag back some of the fun of the game? It's in EA's hands. They are the ones that need to make it enjoyable. Am I right or am I wrong? I don't know. Maybe I am wrong. I have no clue. You know, and then it would get rid of all these nerds, all these morons that do the home win only, the Chigre shit where the home team wins, and then it ruins the weekly objective for the rest of the community because if the Chigre team, you're not a Chigre team, they quit. Right? And the best part is the moron Chigres come up against the moron Chigres, and then the one that's away quits because they only want to be home so they get easy wins. It would get rid of all the stupid shit and would bring back the semi-enjoyment of it. Sure, it's frustrating conceding a goal 10 minutes in and then having to quit, and you take a loss 10 minutes in. But it's so much better playing my community to golden goal. Right now, I'll tell you, if this was me playing 120 minutes or 90 minutes of gameplay right now, with this Gervinho shit, I would have given up. Right now, I am 3 wins and 6 fucking losses. Imagine you extrapolated that where I had to earn those 3 wins through 90 minutes or 120 minutes. And I had those 6 losses through 90 minutes or 120 minutes. But right now, I don't give a fuck. I'm 3 wins, 6 losses for Gervinho, but each game is like, the 5th minute I concede a bullshit goal, oh well, pause and quit, I'll move on to the next one. There's no rage. There's literally 0 rage. You still get morons in your video of weekly objective game modes. The idea still works. I mean, morons are everywhere, dude. All right? Morons are everywhere. But I think this is a very well flushed out idea, and it's just up to EA to code it properly. You code that whole system. And again, every week, it doesn't need to be golden goal. It doesn't. It doesn't need to be golden goal. It can be up to 45 minutes. It's a 45-minute half, you know? And then the game is done or whatever. Like, they could code that shit themselves. For God's sakes, they coded in that bullshit game mode again that nobody plays. No rules bullshit in the other menus. Fucking code in fun shit into the game mode that earns you billions, into the game mode that everybody plays. And, exactly, the golden goal shit is relaxing, it's chill. It's high pressure for 5 minutes or 15 minutes. You score first, elation. I don't have to deal with the FIFA AIDS anymore. This guy quits, I get the dub. I got 15 minutes of gameplay. Oh no, 5-10 minutes of AIDS. I scored deflected goal. Oh well, it's 1 second of disappointment because you concede a bullshit goal and then you move on to the next game. It's like the perfect fix to make this game better, in my opinion. It really is. I think it is, and I'm sure people will make arguments about it, like, oh, but like I want to play the full games, and oh, it's kind of stupid though. Then you only get 5 or 10 minutes at a time to enjoy your game. Yeah, but these are objectives. They're grindable things that you're working towards. If you want to play a full game of sweaty FIFA, guess what? There's like 8,000 modes you can go play in. Go have fun in FUT Champs against the one-depth nerds that are happy to play to penalties. Waste 25 minutes of your time to go to penalties and then win or lose. Go into Division Rivals. You want to play 90 minutes of Ultra Sweat, Ultra AIDS against the best possible teams? Go into Division Rivals! EA, give us a weekly objective game mode. Give us an objectives game mode. That's what they need to do. An objectives game mode. Friendly seasons, online single match, the next tab, weekly objectives, or objectives game mode. They can change the criteria every week. Bro, it's $1 million idea. If EA had half a brain, they'd steal this whole concept from me and apply it in FIFA 20. I don't even care. I'm not even gonna pretend like I came up with that concept. I think I did, but like, the fuck, man? Like the savior of the game. Pen only game mode? I mean, they could come up with shit like that, sure. Penalty shootouts, like, whatever. A weekly objective is win 10 penalty shootouts, and you literally load into the game for penalty shootouts. Bit of fun. Also, could be fucking annoying when you just lose penalty shootout after penalty shootout and you need to win 10 for a weekly objective. Who's like a really good penalty kick taker that isn't super high rated? I don't even know. Like, let's say fucking PK is a god penalty kick taker. You win 10 penalty shootouts to win like if he's, let's say, 85 rated next year for an 86 rated PK with 99 pens. 86 rated, couple little improvements, and just his penalties are 99. It's lit. The fucking realm of possibilities through this objectives game mode within FUT is endless. It's just endless. The more you think about it, the more crazy shit you can do. Striker only games. Literally, EA set the criteria where you have to have strikers in your team and not position change. So they all have to be strikers. So you have to sit there and be like, okay, am I going to put Ebrad striker on 4 chem and hope to God he can defend? What strikers have decent defending stats? Let me build a team around that. And then you go into a game for a weekly objective, 45 minutes long, against someone else that has a striker only team. And you laugh your ass off like, look at this guy, he fucking put Suarez in goal, dude. And you have a bit of fun. Is that not what video games are about? Fuck this EA, the endless goddamn fucking bullshit ass, high stress, high annoyance, ultra competitive game modes. Would that not be fun? You know, center back only, weekly objective, club only objective. You can only go into a game, again, 45 minutes long or whatever, maybe even golden goal with a full club. So you gotta finally sit there and be like, fuck, I can actually use my full Arsenal team. Let me go play against some guy that's using a full Real team. Or maybe you come up against a guy that's got a full Southampton team. Or a full Leeds team. Again, and it's golden goal. Oh, well, I just conceded to a Suarez banger with this guy's God Squad Barcelona team against my Leeds team. Oh, well, 10 minutes later, I can go into another game. Bro, full Wolves, whatever you want to do. Imagine, again, the realm of possibilities is endless for this weekly objectives game mode. In fact, this little snippet within this recording, I want to make a standalone video and say message to EA, new game mode, objectives game mode, please add it into FUT or something like that, man. I just think it's a genius next step into the development of FIFA Ultimate Team.